If you had only one pistol to protect yourself, would you bet your life on the wrong one? What if I told you that there are small but mighty handguns that can fit right in your pocket, yet protect you like a superhero shield? I've tested and handled a bunch of 9mm pistols over the years, and trust me, 2025 has brought some game changers. These new models are lighter, easier to conceal, and smoother to shoot than ever before, but here's the twist. Each one has a secret edge that make it the one for you. Some are built for lightning-fast draws, others for all-day comfort, and some for rock-solid reliability. So, which one would you pick if it really counted? Let's jump into the top 10 best 9mm pistols for concealed carry in 2025. If you've ever had to run out the door in the morning, juggling your coffee, keys, and the lingering thought of, did I lock the back door? Then you already understand why a good concealed carry pistol matters. The Ruger Max 9 fits right into that peace of mind in your pocket category. Compact, capable, and surprisingly affordable. I remember reading about a young store owner in a small Midwestern town who'd been closing up late one night when two masked men tried forcing their way in. He wasn't looking for trouble, just safety. He drew his Ruger Max 9, the one he'd carried every day for the past year, and in that tense moment, the sight of the pistol was enough to send the intruders running. No shots fired, no injuries, but a powerful reminder, preparedness can make all the difference. At just a hair over 6 inches long with a 3.2-inch barrel, the Max 9 practically disappears in an inside-the-waistband holster. It offers a 10+1 or 12+1 capacity depending on your magazine choice, and comes optics ready, which is a fancy way of saying you can mount a red dot sight without expensive modifications. The reversible magazine release is a small touch, but left-handed shooters will certainly appreciate it. What really wins people over is the trigger. For a pistol at this price point, it's crisp and predictable, which isn't something you can always say about budget-friendly firearms. Sure, the ergonomics aren't quite as refined as high-end brands, but Ruger's trade-off is clear: reliability and features without draining your wallet. The Ruger Max 9 isn't just a piece of metal and polymer, it's a quiet confidence you can carry with you. Whether you're locking up the shop, walking to your car, or simply enjoying an evening stroll, it's ready when you need it most. When Palmetto State Armory decided to throw its hat into the concealed carry arena, few expected the Dagger Micro to stir things up as much as it has. But here we are. A pistol that's Glock compatible, surprisingly refined for its price, and built to deliver serious capacity in a package barely bigger than your hand. A 3.41-inch barrel keeps the profile short, yet the Dagger Micro somehow manages a whopping 15+1 capacity. That's service pistol firepower in a gun that vanishes under a light shirt. The optics cut slide means you can drop in a red dot without a gunsmith, and the durable finish shrugs off sweat and holster wear, exactly what daily carriers need. It's already made its way into some unexpected headlines. Just last spring, a woman in Arizona was leaving a late-night shift when she noticed two men lingering by her car. They closed the distance quickly, and she stepped back, drawing her Dagger Micro. The sight of that compact pistol was all it took. They turned and bolted. She told reporters later she'd only owned it for a month, but training with it gave her the confidence to act. On the range, the Dagger Micro feels familiar to Glock owners thanks to its compatibility, yet it offers its own identity. It's snappy as any micro compact with this much capacity will be, but controllable with practice. Some shooters note it benefits from a short break-in period, smoothing out as the rounds pile up. In a market where affordable often means compromised, the Dagger Micro flips the script. It's proof you can get high capacity, solid reliability, and modern features without draining your bank account and still have a carry pistol you can trust when it matters most. If pistols had personalities, the Canik Mete MC9 would be that quiet new kid in class who suddenly aces every test and surprises everyone at the track meet. You don't see it coming, and that's exactly why it's making waves in the concealed carry world. Earlier this year, a retired police officer in Florida made headlines when he foiled a parking lot mugging outside a grocery store. His sidearm? The Canik Mete MC9. He had only recently switched to it for its slimmer profile and ease of concealment, but when the moment came, the pistol performed flawlessly. One firm command, the weapon drawn, and the would-be thieves decided they had better places to be. The MC9 is Canik's answer to the growing demand for striker-fired, optics-ready micro compacts. It boasts a 3.1-inch barrel and a comfortable 12+1 or 15+1 capacity, giving you options for deep concealment or a little extra firepower. The ergonomics are stellar. Canik's engineers clearly spent time making sure it fits the hand like it belongs there. Add in a crisp trigger that rivals guns twice its price, and you've got a shooter that's as fun on the range as it's practical for everyday carry. Durability is another plus. The MC9's nitride-coated slide resists the kind of wear and tear that daily holstering and summer sweat can bring. It's also modular, letting you swap optics and adjust to your preferences without a fuss. What sets it apart, though, is how it blends refinement with affordability. This isn't just a budget option, it's a serious contender that can hang with premium brands in performance and shootability. For those who like carrying something a little different, the Canik Mete MC9 is a conversation starter that also happens to be a lifesaver. Quiet confidence meet concealed carry. I'll be real with you. I've never been head over heels for micro compacts. They usually feel like the pistol equivalent of ordering a salad at a steakhouse. You know it's practical, but you can't help feeling you're missing out. Then, the Heckler & Koch CC9 landed on my review table, and yep, I wasn't ready for this. From the moment I picked it up, the CC9 didn't just feel good, it felt engineered. H&K clearly didn't cut corners here. That 3.32-inch barrel is tucked into a frame that's slim, but somehow still manages to fit comfortably thanks to the interchangeable back straps. I took it to the range thinking, alright, let's see what this little guy can do. The recoil? Softer than I expected. The trigger? Cool. And the accuracy? Let's just say my first few grips at 15 yards made me double check I hadn't accidentally grabbed a full-size pistol. But here's the kicker, it's optics ready and ambidextrous. So whether you're a lefty, righty, or someone who likes to train both hands, this thing doesn't play favorites. Sure, the aftermarket isn't as overflowing as Glocks or Sigs, but out of the box, it's already dialed in. This isn't a gun that needs fixing, it's a gun that comes ready to impress. Some pistols you learn to shoot well with, but others, they make you look like a better shooter than you actually are. The Walther PDP Compact is firmly in that second category. The moment you put rounds down range, you start glancing at your target like, did I really just shoot that? Walther's been in the ergonomics first game for decades, but the PDP Compact takes it to another level. The 4-inch barrel balances the gun so perfectly that transitions between targets feel almost instinctive. The 15+1 capacity gives you service pistol confidence in a carry-friendly package, and yes, it's optics ready for the red dot crowd. Those deep, aggressive super terrain serrations, they're not just for looks. Even with sweaty hands or gloves, you can wreck the slide without a second thought. I remember testing it on a rainy afternoon at the range. mud on my boots, drizzle fogging my glasses, and I still managed tight grips like I'd usually expect on a sunny day with my favorite full size. The PDP's trigger, arguably one of the best in a striker-fired carry gun, breaks like a gentle snap of glass, making every shot feel deliberate and in control. It's not the cheapest option out there, and I know that might turn some folks toward good enough alternatives, but here's the thing. Once you shoot it, you realize it's not just a tool, it's an experience, and that experience can make the difference when your heart's pounding and your hands aren't steady. The PDP Compact isn't about bare minimum carry, it's about carrying something that inspires confidence every time you draw it. And if you've ever wanted your gun to make you look like a pro in the room, this one's your secret weapon. One night, I noticed a guy trailing me after I left a late night store. At first, I told myself it was nothing, just someone walking the same way, but every time I slowed down, so did he. My gut told me something was off. I crossed the street toward a busier area with more people, but he crossed too, eyes locked on me. I kept moving and my heart was pounding. My hand brushed over my concealed Glock 19 Gen 5. Familiar weight, instant reassurance. When we reached a well-lit corner near a cafe, I turned sharply, made eye contact, and let my jacket shift just enough for the grip of my Glock to be visible. His eyes went wide, and without a word, he turned and walked the other way. That's the kind of quiet confidence this pistol gives you. Compact enough to hide under a hoodie, yet big enough to shoot like a full size with 15 plus 1 rounds of 9mm. Glocks remove the finger grooves for a more natural grip. The Glock Marksman barrel delivers scary accuracy, and the ambidextrous slide stop makes it friendly for lefties. The NDLC finish, tough enough to shrug off rain, sweat, and daily carry wear. And the biggest thing, it just works. No matter the weather, no matter the moment, the Glock 19 Gen 5 is ready. It's why police, military, and everyday carriers around the world trust it with their lives. If I had to choose one pistol to carry every single day, this would be near the top of the list. Not because it's flashy, but because it's proven when it matters most. It was supposed to be a quick lunch break. I'd parked outside a small sandwich shop, ordered my food, and was scrolling on my phone when I noticed movement in my peripheral vision. A man stumbled into the shop, sweating, wide-eyed, one hand clutching something under his jacket. He wasn't pointing it at anyone yet, but the room went dead quiet. Nobody screamed, nobody moved. It was that eerie, frozen moment when everyone's brain was still catching up to what their eyes were seeing. I was sitting in a corner booth, my Springfield Armory Hellcat concealed under an untucked shirt. My heart rate spiked, but my training kicked in. I didn't draw though, no need to escalate, but I quietly shifted my chair so I had a clean line to the front door and kept my eyes locked on him. The Hellcat's small size meant I could keep my hand resting naturally over it without anyone noticing. The man looked around, muttered something, and then turned and left just as quickly as he came in. Maybe it wasn't a gun under that jacket, maybe it was, but I was ready if it was the latter. That's the power of the Hellcat. It's tiny, but it holds 11 plus 1 rounds in the flush mag and 13 plus 1 with the extended. Numbers unheard of in a gun this size. The adaptive grip texture gives you a confident hold under stress, and the U-dot sights make fast aiming second nature. It disappears under almost any outfit, yet it's ready for real trouble when seconds count. It's not about looking for a fight, it's about never being caught unprepared. And in that moment, the Hellcat wasn't just a tool, it was peace of mind. Some pistols scream for attention. This one, however, it just quietly does its job better than most, and that's exactly why people who carry every day love it. The Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus is the no drama, no excuses carry gun. It doesn't care if you're in jeans, gym shorts, or in a business suit. It's slim, light, and easy to forget until you need it. What makes it different? Capacity. For years, single-stack 9mm meant you had to choose between slimness and firepower. The Shield Plus said, why not both? With 10 plus 1 rounds in the flush mag and 13 plus 1 in the extended, you're getting double stack capacity in a gun that still hides like a single stack. Then there's the trigger. Flat-faced, crisp break, short reset. It's the kind of trigger that makes accurate shooting feel almost effortless. The grip texture is aggressive enough to stay locked in your hands even in sweat or rain, but not so rough it chews through your shirt while carrying. And here's the thing, this isn't a range toy. The Shield Plus was built for the messy, unpredictable reality of concealed carry. It's not trying to be flashy or futuristic, it's trying to be there every day without slowing you down or weighing you down. If you want something you can strap on in the morning, forget about until you need it, and trust with your life, the Shield Plus quietly raises its hand. If the Glock 19 is the gold standard for concealed carry, the Glock 43X is the sleek, modern alternative for those who want the same reliability in a slimmer, more comfortable package. Chambered in 9mm, it's designed for people who value concealment without sacrificing shootability. The 43X features a 10-round magazine, a slim frame that fits comfortably in the hand, and Glock's signature safe action system so it's ready when you need it but won't go off accidentally in the holster. Its longer grip gives you a full, confident hold, unlike many subcompact pistols that can feel cramped. That extra control really counts in high-pressure moments. A good example came from a concealed carrier in Houston who was walking to his car late one night after closing up a small shop. He noticed a suspicious figure following him through the dimly lit parking lot. Before he could even lock his door, the man lunged at him with what looked like a screwdriver. The shop owner drew his Glock 43X, keeping it low but firm, and shouted for the man to stop. Just seeing the pistol and the confidence in the owner's stance made the attacker freeze and back off. No shots fired, no harm done, but the presence of a reliable, easy-to-handle firearm turned what could have been a dangerous assault into a non-event. That's the quiet power of the Glock 43X. It's not about looking threatening, it's about being prepared and confident when life throws you into a bad situation. Light, slim, and balanced, this pistol is ideal for everyday carry in all kinds of clothing, from business attire to casual wear. It blends into your life until the moment it needs to stand out. I'll be honest, I didn't even want to like the P365. Everybody and their cousin was talking about it when it came out, and I figured it was just hype. And then I shot one, and yep, I get it. It's stupid small. I mean, if you can't conceal this thing, maybe concealed carry isn't for you. But somehow, Sig still cramped in 11 rounds without turning it into a brick. That's not just clever engineering, that's sorcery. The first time I carried it, I kept patting my hip because I thought I'd left it at home. Nope, still there. When you're used to hauling around something heavy and clunky, this thing feels like a cheat code. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the grip is short. If you've got paws like a baseball mitt, you're gonna notice. And the factory sights? Meh. They work, but they're not winning any beauty contests. You can swap them if you're picky. Still, for me, this gun earns the top spot because it just disappears. You forget it's even there until you need it, and when you do need it, you don't feel undergunned. I can't say that for every micro compact. This has been Steve, and I hope this guide helped you find your perfect carry companion. So like, subscribe, and stick around for more real-world firearm reviews, because when it counts, the right choice can make all the difference.